We're back to this side of the movement. We got our keyless works done. It's all tested, working good. Now we're going to keep assembling this gear train. This center gear is going to be held in place by this plate. So we're gonna a plate bridge. Let's call that a bridge. But we have to put a little lubrication on that bridge jewel. Anytime I use anything with a jewel that's light pressure, I'm going to use the Mobius 9010. If it's a heavier jeweled part or unjeweled but more like a bushing for the mainspring, I'm going to use D5 from Mobius. There it is. Just lays right in there, captures that center gear. And there's one screw that holds that in place. Let's get it in the shot. There's that screw. Okay, that is also pinned at the screw. There's a pin, and there's a pin right over here. There's our center wheel. This jewel is for the mainspring barrel. I put in a little bit of D5 on that, and that can drop in there, and you can test that everything is turning fine. We have a couple of jewels here. We have a jewel here. We have one here. This is going to be the pallet fork, the escape wheel. We have a center wheel here, and in here we have like an intermediate. This hole is going to house that automatic winder, that large shaft that came through. Next, we need our center wheel. But let's call that the, let's see, second hand pinion, because the second hand attaches to that. And I'm over here putting a little 9010 on that as well. And that will fit right like that, just so. When we do install these, I'll show you lubrication. How we lubricate this wheel is going to go straight down. I think we got to put that in first, actually. Yes, we do. Let's put that one in first. And that, you can see how that second hand pinion is going to engage that wheel. And if we give the mainspring the barrel a little nudge, you can see things turning. That's a good sign. Next we have escape wheel. That's going to go in, tucked right in there, and that has a jewel that sits on as well. The main bridge is going to cover all these. Right now, you give things a nudge, it's not going to do much because we don't have any pivot points captured just yet. I'm just making sure everything's in their jewel. Okay, now here's our winding bridge, the one we put together earlier. But right in here, right around there, we're going to put a little D5. Actually, we're going to put it on the winding bridge, the bore of the winding bridge. And this is going to sit like so. We have to get things lined up. Let's come around this way. See how that's going to work. Making sure I'm in the shot. And I just lay it on there gently, and then I'm going to nudge it into place and come around, little light pressure. If all of your jewels and your wheels line up, everything will turn freely, no binding. And I'm putting light pressure on that bridge, very light pressure, because I don't know if everything's lined up. Let's come in here. I'm going to take a pair of tweezers. We're going to come in right on the center of that bridge, and we're going to put light pressure, and we're giving the main spring barrel a turn. We're just nudging that, and you can see all those gears turning. Whoops, that wasn't smart. Let's get a shot of the escape wheel. Let's see, I'm casting a shadow on it. See if this helps. Okay, there you can see the escape wheel. When I give the barrel a nudge, you can see the escape wheel, everything turning nicely. Nice and slick. That's what you want. If you missed one of your jewels lining up one of those shafts, it's not going to do that. You'd have to figure out what happened, where this breakdown occur, and reset everything. So we're going to put screws in. Three screws on this bridge. Let's get it in the shot. I don't tighten these all the way. I just put them in loosely. Then I will check everything later and then tighten that up. And for some reason I think I'm forgetting something, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. Here's our last screw. Okay, last screw is in, although not tight. I'm going to come in here, give this a little nudge. Everything is working smooth and slick. Our next video, this is coming up on 10 minutes. We're going to lubricate those jewels and continue assembly. And in the meantime, let's get these tight. 1, 2, and 3.